So everybody's talking about the latest drop from Kensington Palace, where apparently the palace has issued a statement saying that the palace rushed Kate Middleton's cancer reveal due to leak threat. And people are just scratching their heads to try to figure out why on earth would the palace go back into this horse manure? Why would they go back to this horse manure? Why are they going back to this? They have achieved their objective. You silence the public. Kate has cancer. You go off to Windsor for a month with your wife and your children. You don't show up to Easter service. Everything is sort of off till Kate recovers and she has a complete recovery. End of discussion. You put all the blame on Russia and North Korea and China and bots, right? And whatever blame is left, you put that on the Sussex squad, and everybody has accepted this narrative. And then I come to find out that they have issued a statement of some sort, very bizarrely, because everything that they're doing is bizarre. Everything is an unforced error to resurrect this story after Easter. After the resurrection, you're now going to resurrect this story and start the conspiracy theories all over again that you said that you didn't want. Start the conversation over again. Force everybody to rethink everything. Force everybody to try to analyze why in the world, why on earth are you bringing this up now, whether you rushed the report or you did not rush the report. So what? Why bring this up? Who cares if you rushed it or if you did not rush it? The fact is that you came out with a report. Kate said she had cancer, or did she? And the entire world bought the story. So, what in the world is going on? Why issue this statement to stir up the waters all over again? You darn fool. Somebody at Kensington Palace is very, very nervous. Someone at Kensington Palace is very, very nervous. They are nervous that people are going to figure out that the entire world has been duped by this story about Kate Middleton and cancer, right? And I just did a video about that earlier today, which we will revisit in a minute. But the fact is, it took me a while, a few days, to figure out that, in fact, Kate does not have cancer. Kate never said that she has cancer, right? Kate said that, let's go back up to see if we have a part of what she said here, because everybody missed it in the whole frenzy of everything. And, now that they're saying they rushed it, I mean, I did a video earlier, and I think that somebody's nervous because other people will figure out the public has been duped. Let me see where she says this. Okay, so Kate revealed in a March 22nd social media video that doctors discovered she had cancer following her abdominal surgery earlier this year. Kate did not say that. Kate didn't really say that. She didn't say that she had cancer or that she has cancer. They're using, you see, the verb had in that sentence is very deceptive because let's listen to what Kate said again before I say anything. Where's the volume on this thing?
It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family, but I've had a tough couple of people to take this opportunity to say thank you personally for all the wonderful messages of support and for your understanding whilst I've been recovering from surgery. It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family, but I've had a fantastic medical team who have taken great care of me, for which I'm so grateful. In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present.
That's very important. And in fact, I heard this argument on another Sussex Squad channel. I don't remember which one it was. It's a young man, and he had this video that Kate does not have cancer. I don't think I got a chance to listen to the whole video, but he had a video that Kate does not have cancer. I didn't pay very close attention to the video until maybe yesterday or something, that I saw or heard something else, and then I went back to Kate's statement. Did you hear what Kate just said? She said that cancer had been present. Now, the sentence cancer had been present is different from the sentence Kate had cancer, right? Now, I know that it's a technical point for most people, especially those whose first language is not English. But in the article that we just read, the US Weekly article that we just read, where is it? It's a very good question. Finding that now is going to be very difficult. Finding that. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here. This is a bad video. I'm sorry. So it says here, Kate revealed in a March 22nd social media video that doctors discovered she had cancer following her abdominal surgery earlier this year. This is a very different statement to cancer had been present. Had been present is a past perfect tense, and discovered that she had cancer is a past tense with a present tense connotation to it. And if you are not a grammarian or an expert in grammar, you can completely conflate the two, especially if English is not your first language, right? Because in this sentence where it says, Kate revealed in a March 22nd social media video that doctors discovered she had cancer, the understanding and the sense in this statement is that Kate still has cancer. It's in the present as well as in the past. It continues from the past. They discovered the cancer from the surgery in January, and she still has cancer today as she is speaking in the video. And that's not what Kate said. That's what everybody understood. That's what Kensington Palace wanted everyone to understand. But it was a great deception. It's a deception, right? Listen again to what Kate said.
The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present.
Had found that cancer had been present. This is the past perfect tense. It's a double past. It was present in the past, but it's no longer present in the present tense. When she's speaking right here, cancer is no longer present. It had been present in the past. This is a question of English grammar, okay? It had been present in the past is different from it is present now. Cancer is present is different from cancer had been present, right? Now, her telling us that cancer had been present in the past, but that it's no longer present now. But however, her doctors are giving her preventative chemotherapy kind of makes more sense than her telling us that she doesn't have cancer, or that she does have cancer, I'm sorry, and the doctors are giving her preventative chemotherapy. Like I said in the video this morning, if you have cancer, you don't get preventative anything because you can't prevent something that you already have. You can get rid of it with actual chemotherapy, but you can't prevent it with preventative chemotherapy because you already have it. It is in your body right now as you're speaking. And that is not what Kate said. Kate said cancer had been present, possibly back in January when she had that operation. They found certain cells that were abnormal. They did some tests. They had some concerns that, this could have been a problem. Let's give her some preventative medicines to make sure that just in case we kill off those cells. Why is that important? That is important because they have the whole world with this sob story that this woman is cancer stricken, cancer ridden. She can't do anything. She can go to the farm shop with her husband, as we saw in that picture from The Sun, that Victoria Newton will go to her grave, I think, saying that it's authentic. So we're going to have to, let's assume that Victoria is telling the truth. She can go to the farm shop with her husband. She can bounce around like she's running an Olympics. She can be hiring staff. She can be doing her own cooking. She can be meeting friends. She can pick up the children from school. She can do everything, but she can't work because she doesn't want to work, right? She's not interested anymore, certainly not at this time, in doing any royal duties. But it has nothing to do with cancer. Why? Because she does not have cancer. Doctors thought she had it in the past, that it had been present in the past. But in the present now, all it is, she's getting some preventative chemotherapy, whatever that means, because apparently that too is not even possible in medicine. You don't give chemotherapy preventatively. The CNN doctor said that the very first night. He's like, it's a nice, touching speech. And when he said that, you can hear the undertones of what he's saying. It's touching, but it's not true. I don't believe her. He didn't say it outright, but that was my interpretation. Now, everything here, of course, is my opinion. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an expert. I don't know anything about this. I'm just going off what Kate said. Based on what Kate said, the entire world jumped to the conclusion that this woman is riddled with cancer. That's not what she said. Y'all weren't listening. She said they found cancer had been present. Had been present is completely different from cancer is present. Cancer had been present is similar to cancer was present in the past, but in the present, it's no longer there. However, let's just take some preventative stuff just to make sure nothing comes back. I mean, it's an important difference. But that all said, I still stand by this video I made earlier today that there has been a great deception of the public by Kensington Palace, Victoria Newton, The Sun, the British monarchy, and others, and they need to apologize. They need to explain what's going on to the public. Again, this is my opinion, and this has to do with the whole thing, but especially that video in the farm shop. Let's listen again to parts of what I said. It's Kate, and they have doubled down just in recent days to say it is Kate, and yet they expect us to believe that Kate, this is also Kate, someone so completely different, right? And this idea that Kate has cancer. Kate does not have cancer. Kate says she's getting preventative chemotherapy to prevent the acquisition of cancer. That's different from having cancer. Preventing cancer is different from having cancer. Can we all at least agree on that? So I think my hunch is, and I've suspected it for a while, but I think I'm going to have to go out here on a limb and say that I suspect that my videos, somebody is listening to my videos. Someone is listening to my videos. And to be perfectly honest, if I look at my analytics, most of my visitors right now are coming from London, right? And I suspect someone is listening to my videos and someone heard this video. And that's why they made that very bizarre announcement tonight that they had to rush the announcement. I mean, I know it sounds like I'm flattering myself because I mean, I have two people listening to my videos. Who could it possibly be? I don't know. But it is a very weird statement they're making and a very weird timing of a statement that they had to rush Kate's cancer announcement. They're doing that because they're tripped. Something has tripped them. They're like, oh my God, they're going to find out X, Y, or Z, or somebody else is going to pick up on the inconsistencies of the statement and blow this whole thing up. That's what I think has happened, is that their great deception, they're afraid it's going to be exposed. And so they're making this statement just in case anybody else realizes that we've been duped. All of us have been duped. So they're giving themselves an out. They're creating that whole plausible deniability situation to say, look, I mean, maybe we worded this wrong, right? We worded it a little wrong because we were so rushed. Remember that they claim that this video was made 2 days before it was revealed to the public. So they had 48 hours to clean up any messes and any imperfections and inconsistencies in this video, right? And also that they're dealing with experts, they said from the BBC and this and that. I bet you money, I will bet you money, this is my opinion, I don't know for a fact, that the BBC did not film this video in person. This was a video filmed by Kensington Palace and sent to the BBC, right? And then they did whatever they did with it, right? So the plot is definitely thickening, but I think the only explanation for why they waded back into this water, which they didn't have to, is because they now realize that there are holes in that statement and in that video, and people are on to them. And so they're trying to give themselves plausible deniability. That's my position. It is my opinion, and I'm sticking to it unless they can definitively prove that I'm wrong.